everyone. The woman of many words is struggling to find her words. Welcome to our September new moon. If you're new and you don't know what's going on, today, overnight, is the 1-year anniversary of the passing of my mother. Here's what I'm going to say from my heart to yours. If this might be too much for you, I understand tonight. If you're new and this isn't what you came for, I understand. I've made a commitment to you over these last 11 years that I would always be authentic, but I would show up, you know. And my mom always showed up. She always showed up. So I would never not show up for you. I'm strong as fuck. So I'm absolutely gonna have a new moon ceremony for you tonight, but it may not be like our usual ones. I haven't stopped crying in almost 2 days, and I put my makeup on 3 times today. So if you can just hold a little space for me, I would sure appreciate it. Because if you haven't lost someone that you really loved in your life before, unfortunately you will one day. Unless you don't really love deeply, in which case I would encourage you to rethink that, because loving deeply is awesome. Loving deeply is what gives life meaning. You know, loving deeply and opening your heart and making space for people, and this one and I didn't always have the easiest relationship, right? She was, I love you, but you were tough. And man, I gave her a run for her money. I did. I haven't seen her in a year, and it's hard to believe. And so, I need a minute, and so I have something for you. I have a little gift for you. I don't often place or play videos for you during ceremonies, but my mom was a medium, and I'm really starting to feel her now, and maybe it's because I need her. You know, I need her really bad in my life, and so I'm starting to hear her more than I did before. I'm sorry. So I asked my mom to give me tonight something for you, because I'm a writer, I'm a wordsmith, I'm a priestess. Like, ceremony and having the right words and stuff is like what I do for a living. But I knew I wasn't going to have the right words tonight. And I really love you too. And you know, I see you when you're deep in the shit, and I tell you I'm there. And thank you for also being with me when I'm deep in the shit, right? Because it would have been easy to cancel this tonight. My team scheduled this, you know, we've had a change in our leadership in marketing at Sage Goddess, and they scheduled it, and then afterward we're like, holy shit, I can't believe we scheduled this on this night. And I was like, no, it's okay, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we do. And Karen and Alexis and Brooklyn have been deeply supportive. So I asked my mom to give me something to give you tonight. And this video is it. It's 9 minutes. I'm going to play it for you because he's going to tell you better than I can what a Virgo new moon is all about. And I'm going to tell you something right now. My mom lived this philosophy. She lived it. She absolutely, in her words, her actions, in the way she raised me as her child, if she was sitting next to me right now, she would tell you that this is, if you want to know what real magic is, this is it. It's also tough shit to live, because what it means is we are responsible for each other. We don't get to check out, we don't get to be selfish, we don't get to, it's not my highest good, right? It's the highest good. It's not me, it's we. It's not the individual, it's the collective, right? And my mom lived this way, and it was the best of her. You know, her Aquarian kind of always looking out for the highest good in the collective and never putting herself first, right? So with your permission, I would like to play this video for you. It is 9 minutes long. I hope you'll stay. And then after the 9 minutes, we will do our ceremony. But it's one of the most beautiful videos I've seen. And the wisdom of this man is breathtaking. And so this is from my mom to you.
There's this story from Ghana about, this young girl looking at his father who is peering into the past intensely. And the girl says, "Papa, you are always looking into the past. Why?" And the father looks at her and says, "My daughter, because the answers to the future always reside in the past." And that's where knowledges that are banished in the past, like Ubuntu, become relevant. The word Ubuntu comes from a Southern Guni word or phrase that says, "I am because you are. You are because we are." In other words, as human beings, there's a sense in which there is some connection and interdependence. We rely on each other.
New Ziploc silicone and durables.
There's going to be
Designed to go
ads.
from freezer to stove to last minute meal.
Stay with me.
Pods is your personal moving and storage team for moves across town or across the country.
Let me start by saying that Ubuntu is not a political program. I also want to add that it is not, a religious, expression. Ubuntu is about our social awareness, a consciousness of the others, a consciousness of the fact that we all have a responsibility to ourselves as human beings, especially the vulnerable among us, but perhaps more importantly, we also have a responsibility to, the world around us, the totality of our environment. Did you know that 30% of food crops in the world need cross-pollination from bees? These tiny insects. So if you are going to destroy the bees or the earth, you are ultimately destroying yourself. So the principle of co-agency implies that we are co-creators. It relies on the recognition that we are interdependent in a balanced biodiversity. So it is that principle of co-agency that Ubuntu encourages. The awareness that our interdependence, that personhood moves beyond the relationship between humans and humans, but a relationship between humans and non-humans, precisely because we are implicated in their lives and they are implicated in our lives. Even in the West, which thrives on the principle of individualism, there's a sense in which they agree that they're fundamental, basic human rights that each one of us owes to the community. I always like to make a distinction between individuality and individualism. Individuality gives you a sense of independence and freedom, and also a development of your own personal character. Individualism, to the contrary, is self-referential. It is about you, me, all the times. And the ego always takes over. In all human societies, the way we temper the personal ego, communities moderate those by constantly reminding you that you are not living in isolation. You belong to a family, you belong to a broader community, you belong to a community of your peers, and you also belong to the world, and you have a responsibility for that world. If you get, too implicated in your subject, then you end up sounding like a missionary. I don't want to sound like a missionary. What Ubuntu has taught me, in a very profound way, is to realize that some of what we call banished knowledges or indigenous knowledge systems that we have here in Africa and in many other parts of the world, that there is value in some of these knowledges, and that perhaps if we want to reimagine the society of the future, then there's a sense in which a value system like Ubuntu can teach us, one, our mutuality, secondly, our conviviality as a people. Let me go back to our history in South Africa here. And, the emergence, or shall I say re-emergence of Ubuntu was at a very, very critical moment in the history of this country. We were moving from a repressive past and into a democratic dispensation. The issue then, how do we move the society forward? How do we reconstitute a new South Africa? And this was popularized by the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He came up, he realized that we can dig into our past and find a value system that can help us to achieve redress, restorative justice, forgiveness, and also healing. Among the African communities, around, there are important rituals, birth, death. You'll always find communities coming together to support each other. Just like a ritual of greeting. It took me time to understand why people insisted that they have to be greeted. When I was at the University of the Witwatersrand, every time I was taking a break from my work, I would go downstairs at the cafeteria to buy some food. And sometimes I was so intense that I would not see the person that is serving me. I just go there and say, chicken pie. And she looks at me, chicken pie. Then she would respond, sawubona. Basically forcing me to realize that I am not recognizing her. So recognition is fundamental. As Mother Teresa used to tell us, compassion is useless without action or application. Ubuntu is about the idea of acting. If you empathize, then go out and share with the vulnerable among us, with the weak among us. If you care, go out and make sure that our environment is not degraded, it is protected. Make sure that we have a responsibility, for our universe and for other people. There's a fascinating story that I got, from, a friend of mine that works in the Amazon, that when the indigenous people in the Amazon, when they go fishing and they catch too much fish, they throw back some. because of the awareness that the river feeds them, is a source of life.
If you could give me one word to summarize what Ubuntu means to you, what would it be?
Ultimately, interdependence.
That's my mom's gift to us tonight. She lived that way. And so at this new moon, what we do is we set intentions, right? And we're going to do that tonight. And I feel like Ubuntu, this incredible African word that's so hard to translate, that basically means I am because you are. I wouldn't be sitting here doing this ritual if you weren't here. Why? I mean, I would be doing a ritual on my own, but I wouldn't be here. I'm only here because you're here, right? You're here because I'm here. We're here because the community's here. Your presence is so valuable. And the bees are important, and the person serving you your chicken pie deserves to be recognized, and we don't get to be selfish. Not at a Virgo new moon. It isn't about me. It isn't about just what I want or what serves me or what's good for me, because what's good for me may not be good for the collective, right? In a family, what's good for me personally may not be what's good for my children or my partner, right? So, right, Sawubona, which is you will see me, right? Like I will be acknowledged. And again, we don't even have words for this in English, right? Which is part of why I love looking at other cultures and other dynamics. So tonight what I want to tell you is that your intentions should be aligned this way. Efficiency, precision, discernment, purification, analysis, healing, helpfulness, right? Ubuntu. Also around being useful to those around you, right? Seeing the bigger picture, self-improvement, health, and service. And so I really want you to, I've talked a lot about myself tonight and my beautiful mother, and I do dedicate tonight's ceremony in service of Sawubona, right? I dedicate tonight's new moon ceremony to Marie Faith Paracas, who was born on February 16th, 1943, and who crossed on August 28th, 2021. Very early in the morning, I got the call at 4:30 a.m. And I will miss her forever. I can't believe it's been a year. I won't really spend much more time on her tonight, but I did pick some roses from my garden for her today. She loved white roses and purple roses. And so I love you, Mom. Ubuntu, Mom. I am because you were. And these roses are for you. And Karen, that's your gift to me. And it just feels really good. Coming full circle for my beautiful mom. And I had her headstone made out of rose quartz, which is really beautiful. And the person who made her headstone out of rose quartz did it for me as a gift. When he found out, he's one of our stone carvers, and when he found out that it was from my mom, he did it for her for free. So there are good people in this world. When you start to lose faith, there are amazing people in this world, and my mom was one of them. And the best of her lives on, and I hope, me and my siblings and my children. I hope. Love you, Mom. She's with us tonight. Are you ready for a new moon ceremony? Let's do this. I'm gonna light my fire. Am I gonna light my fire? There's a lot of shitty people in the world, but you know what? There's a lot of good people too, and sometimes we focus on, you know, the people who are selfish and, you know, are here for themselves. Usually selfish people haven't experienced great love or great loss. Then when they do, it changes everything, right? But there are people like that man too, who are doing their best to remind us of all the beauty that exists. So and I am here tonight in service to you. It's not easy to be with you tonight. It would have been easier to just get in bed and pull the covers up over my head. I am here tonight because Sage Goddess was born at a new moon. And it has blessed me, it's blessed our community, it's blessed a lot of people. And if I had decided not to do that new moon ceremony or not to learn about the new moon or something, I wouldn't even be sitting here with you. And so I will never not show up for you. Even when it's hard, I will show up. Because it could be a dream on your heart tonight that comes to pass that changes the world, right? Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that there's new people at the new moon. So thank you to all of you who are new. What an amazing opportunity for you to be new. You're seeing me kind of at my hardest moment, so hopefully you'll come back next month. But I'm here because one of my core values is service. And I really believe that the work that we do, especially at the new moon, is so important. You know, the new moon, if you believe in wishes, if you believe in dreams come true, there's only one night a month. 12 of these a year, when what you say and what you write down, the universe is watching and it's listening, and it takes you seriously. It puts wood behind the arrow, right? It absolutely responds in every way to what you say and what you write and what you imagine for yourself tonight. Like, it does. And I'm telling you because I'm living it. And so what I want to tell you is, it's not enough, if you're new, it's not enough to just think it, okay? You either have to say it out loud, or you have to type it, or you have to write it with your hand. And I don't know why I don't make the rules, okay? I really don't make the rules. But it's not enough just to keep it in your head. So you either have to say it, go in a room if it seems weird to talk to yourself, or wait till the kids are in bed or whatever, your partner's, you know, watching TV, and say it out loud. If you really can't, write it down, but in your own handwriting is the best. If you aren't comfortable doing either of those things, then type it, right? But you need to get it out of your head, what it is you want to create. This is how we make magic. And we actually give you a little space on your intention card from ceremony tonight to write your intentions here if you want to do that, or you can do it in a journal, or you can put it in the feed, and I'll certainly hold the space for you. But it's really important that you articulate it and something outside of your head. So yeah, and you can write it in the air. Karma says I like to write it in the air. I like to take a wand, quartz is the best, and write it, you know, whatever your intentions are. That's still writing it down. The universe doesn't need paper, right? It just needs you to do the work. So yeah, absolutely. However you want to do it, with a quartz point in the air, or with your finger, or with a pen on paper. I'm here for all of that. Okay. Whew. Let me get my ducks in a row, honey. So tonight we are in service and on purpose. And what does it mean for you to be in service? What does that look like for you in your life? Like I said, service for me looks like I'm here for you tonight when it's really hard, right? And so it's most of the time these moon rituals are just like such an easy thing to do, but it's hard to get up in front of more than 1,000 people when you haven't been, you know, doing anything but crying for a couple days. What does service look like to you, right? Maybe it's you serve your community, or you serve your family, right? Or you, you're a great partner, to your wife or your husband or your spouse or your beloved. Maybe you're a fantastic parent. Maybe you volunteer in your kids' class. You know, maybe you volunteer at a local library and you read to little ones on the weekends. Maybe you take care of animals and foster them. Like, there's a million ways, right, to be of service. But I want you to focus tonight on how you might be of deeper service. If you got your tools for tonight, I do want you to go and put water in your little shungite cup, because we're going to take 3 sips together. We're going to clear the past, clear the present, and open up a channel for the future tonight. So, and remember that shungite is a filtering stone. It actually filters impurities out of your water. So we're going to take 3 sips together today. If you haven't put water in your little shot glass, your shungite shot glass yet, go and do that. Yeah, service looks like 1,000 things, you know? And people always think they have to do like proper volunteer work or something like that, but it doesn't have to be that. Service can be taking good care of the hummingbirds in your garden, right? Service can be putting out extra, you know, food or water for stray animals that live near your house, right? You don't have to put water in there. You can put wine. You can put, listen, I'm not going to judge you. I didn't feel right to put Diet Coke in there, which is what this is, and I need a little caffeine to stay awake. So I put water in mine, but listen, honey, you can put tequila in there. You can do whatever you need to do. But we're going to take 3 sips, and it's going to purify whatever you put back in there. So we're all good. Okay, the other tools we have for tonight, we have your Filter That Shit spray. This has arnica in it, which is actually for pain relief. So I've been using it sort of like a perfume. It's arnica for clearing and healing. Geranium, also for clearing and for abundance. Hyssop for healing and evil eye protection. Thuja, red cedar, for the connection to the energy of growth. And so I'm just going to spray a little bit more on my hands for what I do. A little bit in my third eye for what I know. And then I'm going to put some on my feet to bless my steps. Look at me spraying my little foot. To bless your steps. Yeah, if you have tequila, listen, if you like that, go get it. This could become a real interesting party. I don't have the wherewithal for alcohol tonight, but if you do, go get that and have some fun with it. I would have fallen asleep if I had any alcohol tonight. And then we have our filtering Palo Santo stick. So if you got that, this is a great tool to work with too for cleansing and purifying your sacred space tonight, and also just for your own physical health. So Palo Santo, the smoke of it is antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antifungal. So we always inhale in my house. It's good. And then just a little bit around the tools, and just a little bit for you, releasing into that smoke anything that isn't in service to your health. And that's been infused with that same essential oil blend of the thuja and the hyssop and the arnica. So that's your filter Palo Santo. That feels good, doesn't it? Okay. So our mantra for tonight, if you have your canvas, our mantra for tonight is, I am a priestess of precision. With an eye for accuracy and detail, I catch and clean up what others miss. How many of you have Virgo moon, by the way? My son does. Tonight's his moon. In my devotion to making things better, I find joy in healing and helping. He has such a service-oriented heart, my son. He's always like, he's the first one, he's a baseball player, he's the first one in the dugout to, you know, high five and fist bump the guys, right, who come back from making a big play. He's the first one. And I always think that's his Virgo moon, you know, just like he wants to be of service. He's not just thinking about his own performance, he's thinking about the self-esteem and the experience of his fellow players, you know, and that kind of selflessness, it's uniquely Virgo. So I'm so glad that we have Virgo moons in the house and Virgo sun and Virgo rising. I'm Virgo Venus, to Jennifer Tarian. So if you're Venus and Virgo like me, it means we love like a Virgo. Like my love is very service oriented. If I love you, I want to take care of you. You know, body, mind, and spirit. So that's how I show my love, is just wanting to take care of you. So look at that, lots of Virgo energy in the house. And my husband's a double Virgo. So just lots of Virgo energy in our household. I've always really dated Virgos. Most of my relationships have been with Virgos, but I think it's my Venus in Virgo, so I seem to magnetize that energy. So yeah, my son is just a sugar bear. He's a huge dude, but he's such a teddy bear. So cheers to all of you Virgos. We're so lucky to have you. You guys are grounded. You pay attention to the details. You take care of us. You're always looking out. You're the first ones to stand up and say, I'll take care. Yeah, so they are, Michelle, because Virgo is a sign of service. It's not just a sign of accuracy and groundedness and attention to detail. It's all of that. But Virgos are naturally service oriented, and that's how they take care. So when they're in the healthcare field, they're very precise. They're very accurate, right? And they, but they're always looking out. Like my doctor is a Virgo, and he's always looking and saying, well, if we do this prescription, we have to look at how that interacts with this other prescription. Like, he's just very careful with all the details. I just love Virgos because they never miss a thing. They're always looking around and kind of thinking too about the domino effect of things. Like, if I do this, then that, right? So, and you guys do that for all of us. And so even those of us who don't have Virgo in any of our primary placements, we appreciate you because we wouldn't be able to get through without you. You're so special. Okay, so the number one thing we do at the new moon is we set our intentions. Don't go and get them now, but we do for free always give you these worksheets. And so this is the one you can still download at sagegoddess.com. Karen and Alexis will give you the link. It tells you the stones, herbs, and oils to work with for a new moon in Virgo, and then it gives you really good journal questions, and again tells you the themes. So even if you just answer these questions, it'll help you isolate an intention. So if our theme tonight is, and it is, purpose and service, right? Not the me, but the we. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to ask yourself, what's your purpose? Why are you here right now? I know it's a big question. It's not always easy to answer. And by the way, my drum tonight arrived from Kyiv, Ukraine, on my birthday, August 9th, from Velislav, who's one of my dear beloveds. He is the owner and founder of Shaman Drum on Etsy, and Karen will put the link up for you. Even through this entire war, in the middle of Kyiv, he has continued making what I think are the most powerful shamanic drums anywhere in the world. He had to make mine twice because it was damaged in transit. He completely remade it. He let me choose the stone for the back. This is my new moon drum. And I get to break it in with you tonight. So thank you, Velislav. I don't know if he's watching, but we love you, and we continue to send you love and support there in Kyiv, Ukraine. Okay, so I'm going to open my circle, and we're going to get to work. We've got big work to do tonight. Ready? A black drum for a new moon, don't you think, Adelie? It's very important. I asked him specifically to make me a new moon drum. Because the new moon is when there's no moonlight. The sky is dark. You ready? Then Cindy, just be here now. Let the energy be yours tonight, Don't need to fix it, don't need to change it, don't need to solve it. Yeah. Let him on. So let's begin by calling in the guides and the guardians of the East. That's the direction of air. tonight. Precision, that's very Virgo, right? Direction, new beginnings. And just know you have permission right now to stay in the feed or not. You may just want to close your eyes and just drop in. You can chat later, right? This ceremony is for you. This is your time. You have nowhere else to be, nowhere else to go. I'm just here for you, right? And just stay with your breath. Yeah, so Lisa, just take a break from the feed. Shut it off. The feed is fun, but I think you're here to feel, to explore, to connect, to get into that inner conversation with your higher self, right? And guides and guardians of the East, we welcome a new beginning. Tonight we cleanse, clear, renew, and restore. We release all energies that don't belong to us, aren't in service to us. Let the winds of the East take those energies. Put them on eagle's wings. Send them skyward. Take a nice deep breath there. And then turning the wheel south. And here we greet the guides and the guardians of fire. In the south, we work with energies of strength, transformation, courage. We shed skin. We release things that are too tight. The clothing of spirit that isn't fitting us anymore, right? It's true. Things we've outgrown, we're too big for them now. Right? Guides and guardians of the South. Tonight we burn through, burn clean. We allow ourselves to rise from the ashes of the past, become something newer, more vibrant, more powerful, stronger, cleaner, more aligned to the core essence of who we are, who we're meant to be, who we're becoming. Stop giving a bunch of fucks in the South. Right. We turn the wheel now to the west. Here we greet the guides and the guardians, the element of water. We flow past all the obstacles. We experience deep cleansing, purification of the heart. We receive emotional blessings, nourishment and support. The energy of the mothers in the west. I greet you here, Mom, in healed space. Thank you for pouring from your chalice tonight, Mom, upon all of us, for being with our community, for mothering all of us tonight. Prosperity sits in the west. It sure does. Lakshmi flows. Her blessings of wealth and abundance come to you now. And then we turn to the north. Guides and guardians of the element of earth, to ground us, protect us, keep us safe, teach us to be slow, intentional, on purpose, fully present, at peace, and patient. We're not rushing. We're allowing everything to unfold in perfect time. We trust the process. We know we're right where we need to be at all times. Aho to that. And then last but not least, we call to the guides and the guardians of the spirit element, the ether, the Akash, the all that is, the element of magic, animates the other four, connects the dots, connects us to synchronicity, right place, right time energy, knowing that your intentions were placed on your heart for a reason. They belong to you, but they also belong to me. Because when you live your dreams, I benefit, we all benefit. We need you. It's all hands on deck. We need you on purpose. We need you passionate, aware, awake, alive. You don't have that much time here, right? No matter how much time you have. Get to work, get busy. Especially at a Virgo New Moon. We're not fucking around now. Not that we were before. But you better get to it. You have September, October, November, December, and that's it for 2022. 1/3 of the year remains. What will you do with that energy? Surrender to the element of magic. Let them connect the dots. We give thanks to the east, to the south, to the west, to the north, and to the all that is, the above, the below. And together we say, Amen. Aho. And so it is. We're not fucking around anymore. Thank you, Veloslav. My darling. Okay. Whew. Now, our ceremony tonight is short but sweet. Oh, no, Tammy Rice. No, darling. She says, sadly, my biggest dreams are out of reach. Do you know, Tammy, when I said I was going to create Sage Goddess, do you know what 99% of the people told me? Really? That's so weird. That's never going to work. Nobody's going to do moon rituals on YouTube. Remember, this was 11 years ago. That's kind of weird. What, you're going to sell crystals, like, online? It's weird. Probably isn't going to work. It's weird. And now I'm like the OG, right? Because now everybody sells crystals online and tries to do new moon rituals and astrology and everything. And it's like, oh, everybody does that, right? But at the time it was like, well, so much side-eye. And here we are. Your dreams are not out of reach. They might sound crazy AF to somebody else, but if it's on your heart, they are as close to you as your breath. And you need to do what you need to do. Listen, people will celebrate you when you're successful. When you propose something crazy at a new moon, they'll go, what you talking about? Cheers to weird, man. Cheers to impossible. Cheers to WTF. Cheers to you can't do that. Cheers to you're crazy as the day is long, honey. Because I will toast you when your crazy out of reach dreams come true. I will be right there as your sister going, we knew it. We knew it was going to work, right? So you ready for this? So what we're going to do, this is shungite. The shungite keeps the bad stuff out and the good stuff in. It's a filtering stone. Actually, the original aqueduct systems in Rome were made of shungite. It's a true story. And even today in the US, they still make water filtration systems out of it. So anything you put in here, poof, instantly purified. We love this. Whatever you're drinking, tequila, whatever. Mine is just straight up water. Whatever. I'm in a boring place right now in my life. But cheers, first of all, to your health, to your service, to your purpose. To showing up when you think you can't. To your authenticity. Right? pushing past obstacles. To your dreams. Cheers to you. Yeah. Okay, with our first sip, are you ready to clear, cleanse, release anything from the past that's holding you back? And thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for letting me show up with fucked up makeup and just swollen eyes and everything else, whatever. What I love is I know that you don't judge. And like I said, if you're new, I'll be cuter and not crying next month, so it'll get better. I'm not always weepy. It's just a really hard day. It's the hardest day of my 11 years with you today. So if you've stayed this long, I really appreciate you. It's tough to tell you this is the hardest day, but it is, of my 11 years. So let's clear all energy of the past that isn't in service to your highest good, that's ready to be cleared, the low-hanging fruit, the stuff that doesn't belong to you anymore. Are you ready? 1, 2, on 3, take your sip. Ready? Don't drink the whole thing because we're taking 2 more sips. Don't be greedy. Unless you got your tequila right there and you can refill. You guys are so sweet. Okay, then we're going to turn our cup to the right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Clear, cleanse, release. A good shamanic breath right there. It feels good. If you've never done a shamanic breath and exhale, try it. It feels really good. Get that out. You've got it in you. I know you do. Now we're going to clear, cleanse, and release any energies from the present moment that are not in service to your highest good. Anything in you right now, in your field, in your world, in your relationships, that is not in service to your absolute highest good, and anything that is ready to be cleared. So spirit guides, take the wheel. Anything that we're holding on to, bunch of shit that just isn't working, and we're still like, hope it works or whatever. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Little sip. Get it out. Out. Bye. Give it. Bye. Go, 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 go. And even if you don't have the little cup, do it anyway. Get yourself a little Dixie cup, get your red cups out, honey, and do this thing with me. There's no excuses tonight. I don't care what you're drinking out of. You got your little shot glass, whatever you got, I'm with it. Now, this last one is an interesting one. We're going to turn it 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This last one is an interesting one. Tonight, we're going to clear obstacles to the path ahead. My intention, let's not say ours. Maybe you won't share it. You could set your own intention. But if you like mine, you can borrow it. Okay? My intention for tonight with this third one is that it will clear all obstacles to the path forward that serves the collective highest good, where everyone benefits. Okay? Really think about that. That means in your family, in your work life, in your heart, in your relationships, in your what else, right? I see you, Jamie. Right? I see you. Are you with me? Let's clear all obstacles to the future. Anything not in service to the collective highest good. May it be so. Final sip. Nothing left. And we turn. 1, 2, 3. Every new moon, you should have your glass. And you can use it anytime you want. You can take your ACV with this. That's what I'm going to be doing with this, because I take a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning. It's how I maintain my weight, because it burns fat. It's just my little weight loss secret. So I drink kind of room temperature lemon water and ACV in the morning. So I will be using this for my ACV shots. So if you follow, my little weight loss class or whatever, and you do that too, this would be a great little cup. We have some extras available on sagegoddess.com, and Karen put the link up if you want one. Don't go shopping right now, though. You can do that at the end, but we do have these for you if you want one. Aren't they fun? We had these made for you. I think it's really cool. It just makes the little ritual, it's like everything in life can become a ritual. It can be special. It can be healing. Okay, so now the next step, the most important step, is for you to write down your intention. And I write mine in Sharpie, because when I write an intention, I mean it. I'm not taking it back. No, it doesn't. I can tell you more about ACV later. I've done quite a few videos about it, but yeah, it is the secret, especially after you get to be my age. It's harder to maintain your weight, so. It has something in it called malic acid, which burns stored fat. So it keeps you nice and slim. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute and write my intention down. You're welcome to write your intention down too. Zoe, is that you?
It's Nick.
Oh, are you okay? I'm live.
Are you live? Okay.
You want to come in?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Got your intention? Are you really, Amy? She and my mom share a birthday. My mom always got heart-shaped cakes because it's right after Valentine's Day. So yeah, what are those intentions? Give this to me, to be a healer, to have better health. I love this so much, right? So good. Everybody's saying hi to Nick. He's shy. Zoe will usually come in and be fine with being on camera, but my son's a little shy. I know. I tried to get him to come and say hi. You wouldn't believe he's such a big dude. I'm so proud of both my kids. To help us heal, right? You love it. Becky Bowman is here. Welcome in. Te veo, Jamie. I always do. Cheers, darling. I see you, Jen. I love it. Self-care for Jenna. I love that too. And Chris Gunn is February 16th too. See that, Mom? I always used to go and just pull her. She'd be sitting in her recliner, and I would go and grab her and pull her and kiss her forehead. And her hair always smelled so good. I miss kissing her forehead. To become the best version of yourself. I love that. For your brother to heal. It's beautiful. To love yourself, be your own best friend, to be aware of your words, thoughts, and moods, which is helpful too. I love that. Amy says she shares a birthday with my daughter. So you're a Pisces baby, right? I love that so much. Tina says to be spending the evening here, which I love you so much, and thank you for being here too. I love that. To survive shadow season and not run away from your truth. Shelley Vasquez, I see that too. Woo. look at all of this. Better health, MS into remission, cheers. You know, it's one of the big blessings in my life is that I've been able to manage my MS really well. So, finding clarity for Jenny, to be a healthy shaman for pets, says Nancy, which I love. To remove self-doubt, to expand your healing business into a full retreat center. Can I come and enjoy that? I would really love that, right? Aw, love you guys. Cheers and cheers and cheers. Endless flows of financial abundance, the right things for health, happiness, and ease. Yes, bring all of this in. Do you hear, like, even the energy as I read your intentions, do you see how it raises the collective vibration? It's so powerful. To breathe with ease, to visit your family often, to be in nature more, to love yourself, to feel amazing in your body, to become a Reiki master and help give others healing and confidence. Yes, let's do that, right? An advocate for sobriety and mental health in the LGBTQIA plus community for Casey, which we need, because, you know, our LGBTQIA plus community struggles especially with self-care and mental health and wellness. So thank you on behalf of all my brothers and sisters and siblings. To be at a healthy weight, which is beautiful. To settle in. Oh, thank you, Carla. How beautiful you are. And my heart is with Alexis tonight too. New beginnings, loving yourself. Great Spirit, God, Goddess, and Source of all it is. Tonight I ask that you see these incredible souls and all of their wishes, which are just the first stage of their dreams come true. You know, your wish is your first stage of your dream come true. It is. And do you know the difference between somebody who manifests their dreams and someone who doesn't? Do you know what the difference is? There's only one difference. It was my mom's middle name. Anybody know? What's the difference between me, somebody who set an intention 12 years ago and made my dream come true, and someone who doesn't make their dream come true? I'm not smarter. I'm not better. I'm not cuter. I don't have anything that somebody else, you know, I'm not any different. What's the difference? Faith. Because I believe in that shit. I believe. And you're not going to tell me otherwise. You will not discourage me. So if you tell people your dream and they don't believe in you, that could discourage you. My mom's middle name was Faith. People say Faith is my middle name. Hers actually was. And she never lost it. She was the most faithful woman I ever met in my whole life, and I still haven't met anybody as faithful as she was. But it's her legacy. So if you want to honor my mom tonight, as I think a lot of you do, will you do me this favor? Will you please have faith in you? Will you please remember how beautiful and strong and amazing you are, even when you don't feel it? Will you please remember? And please don't lose it. That is how we will continue to make our dreams come true. The only thing I have that other people don't have sometimes is faith. Because I believe there's a higher power holding all the strings. And I believe that higher power wants you to make that dream come true, or it wouldn't have given it to you in the first place. So here's what I always tell you. When you stop believing, just reach out to me and I'll believe for you until you can pick it up. Every time, I want you to write on your mirror, somewhere where you will see it, just the word faith, and just say, you know what, Marie, for you. I'm going to do it for you, Marie. And she will come. She's in service to all of us now. She's not just my mom. She's a guardian angel. And if you came to her, people used to say that she should have a prayer hotline. She was such a prayer warrior. She would pray for you in the middle of the night. That woman never slept. And she would be up late at night praying for people. I could hear her. So just talk to her and say, Marie, I need it. I need you to come. I need you to help me. And I promise you, she will come. She absolutely would. She would have come to you in person when she was alive. she'll come to you now from where she is. Won't you? You have an angel, and she's a warrior. She is. Where she is now. She fights for us still. Do it for Marie. She would do it for you. And that's how she will have a legacy that lasts in the way it should. Because she was remarkable. Everything in me that is psychically gifted, everything in me that is spiritually gifted is from her. The fact that we're sitting together right now, it's her. It's her and her mom. Yeah. So let's release those guides and guardians who've done such a great job tonight holding the space. Do it for Marie. Do it for her. She'll do it for you. Thanking and releasing, we begin where we ended. We begin where we ended. So releasing the guides and the guardians of the spirit element, the Akash, the ether, the all it is. Thank you for magic. Thank you for reminding us that there is a space between. We don't have to have all the answers. We can't. We're human. We're never going to have all the answers. I love seeing my mom's name in the feed, by the way. You see that, Mom? You never got to see that when you were alive. Do you see it now? It's so good. Look at that, Mom. You did that, Mom. Thanking and releasing the guides and guardians of the element of spirit. Thank you for magic, serendipity, synchronicity. We release you with gratitude. And thanking and releasing the guides and the guardians of the North. Thanking them for grounding, patience, perseverance, steadiness, tenacity, connection, peace. May release them with gratitude. Talk to her. She was a talker. She'll talk your fucking ear off. She loved to talk. Just pick up your earphone and go, hey, Marie, I need help. She'll come to you. Thanking and releasing the guides and the guardians of the West. Thank you for helping the tears flow tonight, but not overflow. It was just enough to help us to feel each other. Thank you for helping me get through this tonight, Mom. Feeling your strength and your presence was a gift. Thank you for Ubuntu. I am because you are, and I love you. And then thanking and releasing the guides and the guardians of the South. Thank you for courage and strength. Thank you for transformation, and thank you for helping us shift into a cleaner, more powerful form of ourselves, for becoming aligned with our purpose and our passion. I release you with gratitude, and then thanking and releasing the guides and guardians of the East. Thank you for new beginnings. Thank you for the ability to see clearly past our fears and past the obstacles to what's possible in a new cycle. And together we say, Amen Aham. So it is. Oh my goodness. I want to say thank you to you, to all of you. I honestly thought when I joined and I started to cry, because I knew I was going to cry, I'm like, everybody's going to log off. What a big bummer. Who wants to come and watch somebody have a hard time? But then at the same time, I thought, well, I like to know that my teachers are human. I like to know that sometimes it's hard for them. Not because I want them to struggle, but because I like to know that I'm not alone. But sometimes they cry too. Sometimes they don't have all the answers. And it gives me a sense of comfort. And I like authenticity. You know, it's not always going to be good, fun, and easy. But I'm also here for you. You have a hard time, you know? I am. And so thank you for letting me be kind of candid and open and just real with you tonight. And especially if you're new, like I said, I usually do a better job. That's the Virgo in me going, this wasn't great, but I did the best I could. But it usually is a little bit better. It's a little more fun. It's a little more pep in your step. It's not so waterworks, but there was no other way tonight. And I'm grateful because it gave me a chance to show you that video, which I thought was really special. That was a beautiful man, wasn't it? His soul is magnificent. He reminds me of Archbishop Tutu, who I had the pleasure of meeting at USC. You want to talk about a man filled with spirit. Truly, one of the most magnificent souls ever to walk on this planet. And so he reminded me of the Archbishop very much. So thank you. It was exactly what it needed to be. So I'm going to show you the tools for next month. Are kind of fun. It's a whole different mood next month. It's a new moon in Libra, and we're going to make harmony and find balance together. What's really cool about next month's tools, if you want them, they're at sagegoddess.com. We had a brand new tuning fork made. This one was made specifically for attuned to the 285 hertz frequency, which you can see right here. Isn't that cool? This is the Earth Chakra tuning fork, and we made a special disc. Can you hear it? That 285 frequency creates positive shifts in energy. It helps to shift your vibration. So what you do is you strike it and you put it in your water or your drink. Or if you don't want to do that, you strike it and you bring it around your body. It will tune your whole body to that frequency. You take it and you strike it and you touch your stones with it. It tunes the stones to that frequency. 285 is soothing, it's comforting, it helps to relieve anxiety and stress. And to my knowledge, we're the only one in the world who have this tuning fork because we had it specifically made. And we're the only ones with this mallet, the little striking pad too, because we have this made too. That's the Metatron's cube on there, which has all the sacred geometric shapes and all the moon phases. Plus you get your harmonized Palo Santo, your Libra candle, your intention perfume for harmony too. This month we did a mist for you instead, but we're doing the drops next month. And one person who gets their tools before midnight, only that set, is going to win this wand. This is a rainbow manifestation wand. It is clear quartz on the bottom. It is rainbow aura quartz on the top, and it's yellow apatite in the middle for manifestation. And the coils are all done in copper for abundance. So this is a double terminated wand that you can use to open and close circles, activate grids. I am giving this away, isn't it gorgeous, to one person who gets their tools before midnight tonight. The tools are more than halfway sold out, and I don't have any more of the ingredients in them in the set. Yeah. There's a couple of different frequencies aligned to Earth, Star, West. So 174 is one frequency that sometimes you'll see different frequencies aligned to the different chakras. And so we chose this one, but yeah, you'll see different frequencies aligned to them. And isn't that gorgeous? So good luck. Your code, by the way, for 22% off today is WISH. So when you're checking out, make sure you use your code, and that is your rainbow wand of magic, to be able to manifest whatever you desire. And the tools for next month are absolutely beautiful. The perfume is plum, amber, orange, and henna, which is an attar from India. It's hard to describe this perfume, but it is so sultry and sweet and sexy. And that's to me what Libra is. Libra is sultry and sweet and sexy. I'm Libra rising. I like to think that I'm sultry and sweet and sexy. So all of those tools are there for you too. Now, the last part of our ceremony, if you want to stay. If you're not staying, thank you for being here. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel before you go, because we do fun things here. If you are staying, there is a perfume at sagegoddess.com called Summon Healing. Every month, I make live with you a perfume blend. And I'm going to do it right now. There's only one bottle made. My team decorates the bottle, and it's gorgeous. I'll show you this month's bottle. This is Summon Healing. This is an attraction blend to attract healing. I have to do it this way so I don't. Uh-oh, I'm knocking crystals off, everybody. Uh-oh. Hold on. I may have to actually break the seal on this one, Team SG, because I can't get the... I'm trying to be as gentle as I can. There we go. All right. I'll glue those crystals back on before I send that bottle back to you on Monday, Team SG. So, so we put all of the healing ingredients in this blend. Isn't it gorgeous? Now there's a little bit of erectile dysfunction over here. I have to apologize. I meant to glue that back on earlier, so we have a little situation here. He should be like this, and he's he's there. But in any case, the energy of the perfume is really beautiful. This one is Ylang Ylang for heart opening, because we need heart healing sometimes. Bergamot for success, manifestation, and well-being. Oud for emotional and physical healing. Palo Santo for clearing and healing. Abyssinian oil. So this is not in jojoba, this is in Abyssinian for nourishment and protection. And then there's bloodstone inside. Now the final ingredients I'm adding for tonight are, I'm going to add a little bit of more Abyssinian at the end. This one is the final blend. This oil right here is Ylang Ylang. So I'm going to put the rest of the Ylang Ylang in, again with the intention that this blend will heal your heart and bring deeper compassion to you. This bottle is the Blue Tansy. If you've never seen Blue Tansy before, it's one of my favorite oils. It's the highest vibrational essential oil on the planet, and it is blue. Can you see that? Like, it's really blue. Isn't that gorgeous? So this perfume, when you get it, if you're purchasing it, and Karen put the link up for you, if you put it on and you're like, this is turning my skin blue, it's not going to permanently turn you blue, but it does have blue ingredients in it. So there's definitely a blue tinge. And Blue Tansy, if you've never smelled it, is heavenly. It is like you will want to bathe in this. It is so good. And then the last one, what am I putting in here? Oh, this is the oud. This is a real pure oud essential oil. I don't want to waste a drop, because oud is thousands of dollars per kilogram. Oud is a pure oil that comes from the agar wood tree. It's a very dark, resinous, dark woody color, but the smell of oud is absolutely intoxicating. And again, we're not wasting anything. Get that in my hair, get that on my clothes, get that. I mean, literally, I don't want to waste a drop. It's so good. And so the agarwood tree, when it's injured, secretes its own healing substance called oud. It's a true story. And then this is the full blend of all of the oils together. So I'm just going to cap off the bottle. I want to make sure that bottle is full, baby. So like I said, it is a blue blend. When you get it, don't think we're crazy. It's a blue perfume. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more of the Abyssinian carrier oil. Again, setting the intention for your nourishment, your comfort, your health, your healing, your blessings, your peace, your abundance, your growth, your service, your purpose, your alignment, your happiness, your fulfillment, your development, your commitment to completing your contract for your work in this lifetime. And then I'm tuning it to the frequency. And it's really cool. You can tune all your perfumes. Again, you can tune your crystals. You can tune everything using your tuning fork. And when you think about, if you've never seen some of the experiments about frequency in water, when you put a tuning fork into water, what it does on the microscopic level is it creates a mandala. And every frequency creates a unique mandala. So what I just did is make basically an energetic mandala in that perfume. I don't know how many bottles are left. I really don't. So I don't even know if we have any of it left, but I wanted to finish blending it live with you. I'm going to pop one of the little extra crystals in the bottle and then put the lid back on. And that is Summon Healing Perfume. And like I said, only one bottle made at the new moon. You saw it live, which is really, really cool. And it smells divine. You're going to love it so much. It's very sexy, very high vibrational. It's perfect for that Virgo energy of getting back on your soul's path of being in service. So I would recommend getting a bottle of the perfume and get one of the Shungite shot glasses. And again, those are at sagegoddess.com. If you guys wouldn't mind making sure that Summon Healing and the Shungite shot glasses are in today's new and just listed items, that way it's easy to find on the website, and your code is WISH for 22% off. And one of you is going to win that. And I hope you love it. Well, thank you, so many of you, for staying here. I hope you enjoyed the after party. And like I said, if you're new, thank you so much for being here. I do want to tell you, I know it's so fun to have the little healing dice in there too. I do want to tell you, so a week from Monday, Team SG and I are leaving for Denver, and we'll be there for over a week. What does that mean? I teach online classes in crystal healing and in psychic development called Soul Shift and Crystal Masters. Both of my classes are going to get behind the scenes interviews and giveaways and special products and all kinds of craziness from the show. Today, right, is the 27th of August. Make sure you register for Crystal Masters or Soul Shift on the 1st of September is what I would recommend. That way you'll begin with us right at the start of September. If you join Crystal Masters, you're going to get a 3-hour live class, a bonus class while I'm in Denver, 1 hour of live crystal readings, and the special members-only Denver Gem Show and Sale, which is coming in September. If you're in Soul Shift, you're going to get additional behind-the-scenes giveaways, special products, and interviews, etc. So I'm going to be doing special things every day for both of my online communities. So if you haven't joined Soul Shift or Crystal Masters yet, please go to sagegoddess.com/programs. And we're going to flip this script. We're going to have fun. We're going to run around and be crazy and lick crystals and do all the things. We've already pre-scheduled a lot of really cool behind-the-scenes interviews with some of your favorite people. And so if you want to see all the craziness of Denver, it's our last gem show of 2022. Of course, we'll be going to Tucson in 2023, but that's quite a ways away at the end of January. So we'd love to have you with us. And so you can sign up today if you want, but if you want to wait and just do September, on September 1st, make sure you're signed up for programs, and that way you won't miss a minute of all of the fun and excitement that's coming. I know, it's going to be so good. So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your evening. Happy new moon. We don't have an eclipse. That means you're free to make new moon water if you want. Take some water out under this dark sky and let it be your clearing blend, right? You can make a beautiful limpia with, you can take some mezcal or some tequila, which is sort of a traditional Central South American healing recipe, and you can put that under the new moon sky and then blend that tomorrow with some herbs and some of your favorite oils and make that into a healing mist or a healing perfume. There's so many fun different recipes and tips and techniques and fun things you can do at the new moon. Or at the very least, here's what I'll tell you: write down your intentions tonight, or say them out loud, or write them into the air. Please make sure they're not just in your head. The universe responds to spoken and written word. And may all of your dreams come true. I'm really happy to have you here with me tonight. and thank you for your love and your support. It means so much to me. I will tell you, I'm going to bed early tonight. It's been quite a day and quite a weekend, and tomorrow I'm going to be resting. I'll be live with you in the middle of the day to show you what's new at sagegoddess.com, and then I have a lawn massage scheduled tomorrow night, a little self-care on the menu, and then back at it on Monday. But this weekend I'm really dedicating to my mom, just letting her know, you know. That's what I would want one day, for at the year mark, just to be remembered, you know, just for someone to say, yeah, I'm honoring this moment. So, love you, Mom. And remember, when you lose faith, call on Marie. I'm sure she will run to you like she did to me always. And not just to me. My mom was a mom to many people. She never met a soul she didn't love, you know? She'd strike up a conversation with you at the grocery store. She would. And you'd think you'd met your best friend. And she was true blue. She would always be there for you, no matter what. So, may her spirit live on in all of us who are in deep service to the ones that we love. And so she lives on. All right, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Karen and Alexis, so much, and really appreciate you seeing you tonight. And I'll talk to you soon.